Hey y'all, today we're talking about overcoming the top challenges faced by queer entrepreneurs. Hi, I'm Michelle Coyle and I specialize in helping queer entrepreneurs launch, start up, and grow small businesses. And today we're going to be talking about how to overcome some of the major challenges that we as queer entrepreneurs face when we're out there trying to do the damn thing. All right. So first of all, let's talk about why this is so important. I just want to make sure that we are not pretending that things aren't different for us. Obviously, we're all occupying different intersections of privilege. But if we are queer people out in the world trying to work, trying to start businesses, things are a little bit different from us. For us, we face different challenges, and we're going to talk about all of those today. So stick around because we're going to get deep. We're going to get into the real shit. All right. So first of all, I want to say, no matter where you're working, if you've been working for somebody else, I think we've all worked for somebody else at some point in our lives, right? Think about how much you had to put a lid on yourself in order to just feel safe keeping your job. All right. I know you know what I'm talking about. And again, depending on your age, depending on the industry that you work in, depending on the different intersections of privilege that you may or may not occupy, this is going to have been easier or harder for you. But all of us who are queer to some degree have walked into an environment in an office and said, I don't know how much I'm allowed to be myself here, right? I don't know if I can talk about my partner, if I need to watch the gender that I say when I'm doing that. I don't know if I need to think about what I'm wearing or how I'm expressing myself physically, or just think about, putting myself into a mold of somebody that I'm not, just so I can go along and get along here, at this job. It's super, super uncomfortable. I think we've all been there. One of the wonderful things about entrepreneurship is that we don't have to do that to the same degree. You get to have your own sandbox, your business, however you want it. You can have it any way you want it. And that means that you can be exactly who you are to the extent that you want to be out and proud and loud and authentic about it. And you can only work with the types of people that you want to work with. We only work with, we work with queer entrepreneurs. We work with progressive, socially minded, socially conscious businesses. I'm only working with the type of people that I want to work with. You can hire the kind of people that you want to hire, right? And you can create your beautiful utopia exactly the way that you want it. What's wonderful about this when you come authentic is that you get to just kind of relax into being yourself, and you're not worried about those same things when you're working for somebody else in terms of like, how do I fit into somebody else's world or somebody else's office environment. This is your world, it's your house, you're the king, queen, or whatever, or sovereign of your house, depending on, your gender identity, and it can be however you want it. But that doesn't mean that it's not still scary out there, right? So I want to make sure that we're balancing this radical authenticity with being able to feel safe and be able to do what you want to do. Because when we feel unsafe, it's very, very difficult for us to be creative, to be innovative, to provide the best level of service or the best product in the business. And I think this is something that a lot of straight people and people with other privileges don't quite understand, is that we're walking around every day feeling scared, feeling unsafe. If you're trans, you're maybe walking down the street and wondering, like, is it even safe for me to be here right now? Is it safe for me to go to this party? Is it safe for me to walk into this building? If you are, out and proud queer, you're constantly thinking about, where is this going to be okay, and where am I going to possibly have a problem? Now that takes a mental toll on us. It takes up a part of our psychological capacity that makes it harder for us to go and do what we need to do to be creative, to be expansive, to be productive. And so what we want to do is we want to mitigate that as much as possible. So we're constantly walking a line between how can I be authentic and be me and create this sandbox where I want to play and do everything that I want to do, and also how can I be safe, right? And how can I feel good so that I can be in the right headspace to do all of those things that I need to do. So I want you to first acknowledge you're carrying a mental load that most people aren't, and give yourself a little bit of grace, okay? Self-care is super, super important here. What do you need to do to feel okay? If you need to go home after work and kind of shut the whole world out and not talk to anybody for a few hours, that's fine. If you need to exercise, if you need to, make sure that you're feeding yourself whatever you want to be eating, spending time with your family, your friends, your crew, so to make sure that like you're getting that part of your soul nurtured so that you can feel buoyed to go up and to be out and proud to be the person that you want to be, then absolutely do that. You've got to be able to care for yourself and to feel safe as much as you can so that you can come out and become that authentic person that you want to be. Now, if you're scared to be authentic, fully authentic, I get it. And do what you need to do to keep yourself safe. But if you're ready to kind of take another little step out, I want to assure you that there is a world out there of people who are psyched to see you do that. There are people who your visibility means more to than you can ever know. There are kids out there who are queer, who are trans, who are non-binary, who are dying for a boss like you to create an environment where they can come and work and where they don't have to worry about who they are or talking about their partner or what they wear. Okay, if you can be that for somebody else, that's something that can sometimes be worth overcoming your fear in order to be able to do. If you can be brave and authentic, you can attract the type of customers and clients that you want to work with. Nobody that ever makes you feel like you need to be anything less or anybody different than you already are in all of your glory. Okay, I promise that world is out there. The customers are out there, the clients are out there, the employees are out there that are going to love and appreciate you for exactly who you are, if you're ready to come and step up and fully embody that and just let it shine. All right, I will be so excited to see what all of you do. Whatever you're working on, I want to see it. Put it in the comments. Drop it in. Let me check out your business. Let me see it. If there's anything that you want me to do a video on, that I would love to hear that too. Drop that in the comments too. If you like this video, you want to hear more of what we have to say, go ahead and hit subscribe now. We're going to be here doing lots of business tips for queer entrepreneurs all the time. We're going to be super prolific with this. All right, I am so excited to see what you do. I know you can do this. Get out there, let your light shine, be authentic, take care of yourselves and each other, and we'll see you next time.